Notts County talk. It's another disappointing result, isn't it? It's a 2-2 and we've been winning 2-1. We're back with another player ratings, so we'll go straight in with Slocum.
6. Nothing. Some people said he could have come out for the second where they got the penalty. I don't see it. I think it's all happened so quick. I really like Slocum, and my confidence is in him is that if I think he was the player was going wide, and I think that if Rawlinson hadn't made the tackle, I would have backed Slocum. 80% chance of saving it. I really do think that. I think he's a great shot stopper from close range, but obviously we'll never know what happened because Rawlinson brings him down. Yeah,
I'm behind you on that one. I'll give him a 6, and I agree with everything you said there. So I'll go to Brindley.
5. He got his assist stops it being a 4.
Poor for me today. The assist was a good assist, but I don't know. I'm not in his brain obviously, but I think he just sort of swung it in the box and hope. I don't think it was targeted for Wootton. I think Wootton's just the person that's getting on 90% of those chances.
All I can say about is what more does Kelly Evans have to do to get a game?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Like he's got Kelly Evans against Northampton for me. I'm a big fan of Brindley when he's playing well, but you know he's in a defence that is now conceded 2 again.
Yeah.
Like it's like 5 consecutive games conceding 11 goals.
I know when you're on a high you never really look back, but yeah, I never thought this would actually happen. You know, in the run that we were on with the lack of goals we were actually letting in, and you look now, I said it in Luke's video, in the last 5 games we've conceded 11 goals.
Yeah, mad.
It's terrible, isn't it? But yeah, centre backs, we'll go Turner.
6. I think he's always all right. He's always decent.
Yeah. For me, I think he has to hold a bit of responsibility for the second goal, the penalty that was given away, because he was miles out of position. It was right up the pitch, and it's a 2-1. We're winning 2-1 at this point. The scoreboard, the board literally went up for added time.
Yeah.
What's he doing that high? Stay back.
That's what you're giving him.
I'm going to give him a 5 today. I really like Turner as well. He's a consistently good defender, but that's just one of the mistakes, and I think they took advantage of it. Moving on to Rawlinson.
I would actually have given Rawlinson the 7 before the penalty giveaway. I thought he was really good. I thought he just seemed to be in the right place at the right time, bar the first few minutes. But I really would have given him a 7. And I was saying to you, like halfway through the game, I was saying he's playing really well today. He's outshining Turner, which doesn't often happen. But it's got to be a 5 because he's cost us the game. He's cost us the win.
For me, what I like about Rawlinson, he just does the basics so well, and he just does that basic defending so well, and that's what we need. That's what Notts have needed for years, I think. Yeah. And him and Turner are a good pair, and like you say, before he gets the red card, I mean, he's having a great game.
He's really having a great game.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd give him a 5.
I mean, it happened really quick. Did he need to make the tackle? Obviously, we get one angle. We're not footballers. We don't know. It looked like he was knocking it slightly away from goal, but he's a quick player, their striker, and I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see what happens now, doesn't it? With him out for 3 games?
It'd be Lacey, won't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. But then it's like, I think he's got a slight calf strain.
What if there's an injury now?
Yeah, he's got a calf strain. At least he has a calf strain.
McCrory at centre back. But let's move on to McCrory. 5.
Yeah, no, he's been in so many good positions today. I'll give him that. I'm going to give him a 6. He's found himself some good space today, and it's not been executed because no one's passing him the ball. That happened a few times in the game, but we'll move further up the pitch to Enzio.
5. And what I'll say about Enzio's game today is that the best things he's done is giving a boost to the rest of the team with a few decent tackles. It's one of those where you'd nick a ball and he'd try and run forward with it, and it would just push everyone on and give everyone a bit of a lift, and that's the best thing he did for me today. Other than that, pretty anonymous, bit more defensively than usual.
Yeah, I'd give him a 5 as well. You can tell he's low on confidence again, and it's...
There was a spell at the start of the first half where he was doing really well. Like he was doing well. He was having their full-back, crossing the ball, but again, nothing really to note.
No.
Go straight to the other wing with Shields.
Do you know what? The first half, I was getting a bit... He's trying things and he's not pulling them off. But then you also look on the flip side of... He's probably the one on the pitch that looked like he wanted it the most. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he was all right today. Now I'll give him a 6.5.
I'd give him a 6.
He was pulling out all the steppers, wasn't he? Obviously, it's great to see it 2-1.
He's getting a bit tricky, wasn't he?
If you win the game, but I think I'm always confident with him crossing with his left or right. I think he gave it a really good go today. And to be fair to him, if we'd have had players in the right position with his crosses, he could have got a couple of assists, couldn't he? So
yeah.
I think he's been decent today.
Good performance. Move into the middle now. I don't know who to start with here. Who do you want to start with?
Doyle.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think he's played alright today.
6. I'll give him a 6.
Like Luke said it, he never shies away. Like, he can be having a bad game, but you can tell he wants to mend it and he wants to correct his errors. But today he's not done too much wrong. He maybe did a couple of passes that weren't great, but that happens. You know, he seems to have the ball probably the most out of the team. So
I mean, there was a few, like, for example, where I think it was McCrory or Shields out wide, and there's 3 or 4 players. I mean, he picks a lovely ball over the top, and it starts an attack.
Yeah.
And it almost leads to a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played all right. He's played all right.
I'd give him a 6 as well.
Rose, I'll let you start with that.
Now, it was getting to a point where we was getting good results and we were still slating Rose. So I sort of thought, like, we're giving him a bit of a hard time here. Like, just watch him play, and the last 3-4 games, he's been terrible. And I hate to say it, I really do, but he's just terrible.
What's Booty got to do to be in centre mid?
Like, I was led to believe as well, because I was listening to the Aldershot game on the radio, that he was out today because I think he's got 5 yellow cards.
Yeah.
So he's out with a suspension, but he obviously wasn't. But I was sort of excited in a way to maybe Booty will get that chance with Doyle again in the middle.
That was only one option.
Well.
The option was only Booty in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But what would you give him?
5.
5? I'd give him a 3. He seems to panic. Like, he can't do the simple things right. But we all know he can. This is what frustrates me so much. He's probably one of the best players on the pitch, but he just never performs.
There's flashes throughout it. When he gives a massive burst of energy and he'll take on a couple of players or he'll put a great tackle in, but
he's not intense enough for me.
It's contradicted by so many times he gives the ball away, or he tries to get his body in between a player and the ball. He's looking round, and by the time he's put his body in, someone else has nicked round him from the other side and they've taken the ball, and then he's so far out of position. And we only play 2 central midfielders anyway, so if one of them's out of position, it leaves Doyle, who's not the quickest, so exposed. And we saw it near when they scored. They were able to score because they could play a ball through the middle without anyone pressing. That's what's happened.
Well,
leave Wood until last. Go to Thomas.
I
thought it was lively. 6.5.
No, I like him because he's physical as well. He brings that physicality that I don't think Tyson or Dennis can bring, and you do need it in this league, I think, especially with their centre backs today. They were big lads, weren't they? So you do need that physical element to your strikers. I give him a 6. Good performance. He's not done anything stand out, but like I say, it's same as Rawlinson. He's sort of done the basics well today. But we'll move on to the positivest one I can say of the video in Wotton.
9.5. He's literally dragged knots to get a point. What a performance! What a performance! Like, come on, Kyle Wotton. Why has he been allowed to come on loan to us?
I know. Why don't Scunthorpe have him?
Absolutely brilliant.
They're
both headers. You'd love to see a glancing header, and he's just well to be. Absolutely fantastic performance.
I mean, like you say, he's pulled us out today. If we didn't have Kyle Wotton today, it would have been a real thumping, wouldn't it? Again.
He's scoring so many goals. Like, if we wouldn't have Wotton on against Aldershot, it would have been 2-0. Do you know what I mean? These things. He is by a mile our most important player.
I think 9.5 as well, though. 100% agree.
And against Northampton on Sunday, he's going to be our outball, because if we're going to be playing like that, we're going to be penned in. He's going to be the outball, and I have confidence that he can take on League 2 defenders. So, fantastic performance, comfortably man of the match, player of the season so far, everything. Brilliant.
We'll move on to the subs quickly. So Tyson,
didn't see enough. I can't even.
Same with Booty as well. Didn't see enough. You not really done anything, have they?
No, I can't really give a rating for that.
So
Booty should be starting. I don't know what he's got to do. Nice to see Tyson back on. It's a hard game to come into because we weren't playing that well. I know why Aldi brought him on, because we were doing a bit of a pressing game, but that's how it goes. So obviously 3 without a win now, 1 point in the last 3. Leave us either your player ratings, or if you just want to let us know what you think of that performance, we'll obviously read them and get back to you. Thanks for watching.